we have to be the opposite of robots and machines. What is the opposite of machines? Ingenuity, imagination, intuition, compassion, empathy. Hard for a machine to get to that point. As we go into that future, we have this pyramid coming up, where the lower part of this pyramid is what machines can do. Intellectual knowledge, data, and information. And so we have to move up this pyramid, and we have to groom our deeper knowledge, our understanding, our tacit knowledge, our wisdom, our purpose, our human agency, our consciousness, our spirituality. We have to develop it. We need time for this, what I call the future mindset. That's what we need as leaders. That's what drives us to lead. People will respect you if you're super smart, but they didn't respect Einstein because he was super smart only. He was also very much here. We have digital intelligence, machines that can kind of pretend to think. And then we have human intelligence, biological intelligence. There's 8 or 10 different types of intelligence: kinesthetic, emotional, intellectual, social is the Indian definition of it. This is what leadership is. Leadership isn't about logic. Of course, you want to have logic, you want to have knowledge, but machines can do this.
But does it truly understand human existence? And human existence is a little bit more than just digital numbers, emotions, intuition, compassion, consciousness, values, spirituality, empathy, powerful stuff that we need to focus on, because the machines will do the heavy lifting when it's about simple logic, commodity work.
Intelligence is the ability to solve problems. And that's what we need the machine to do. Consciousness is the ability to feel things. That we don't want the computer to have. Because the bottom line is this: machines don't think or feel, they don't have hunches, they don't understand, they don't imagine, and they certainly don't care. So we're looking at this and saying, maybe the AI can get so good that I cannot hire more people. This is an illusion, of course, because you are confusing the tool with the purpose. The tool can never do what a human does. It's a tool. You can tell it to do things by itself, but it won't work. Today, we're educating people to reproduce, to download information and then use it later. This isn't going to work because we have too much information and we live in a world of perma-change. What we need our kids to do, and adults, is to create, to invent, to do new things, to have intuition. So we have to educate our kids different, is to have different emphasis, not just on science, technology, but also on humanities. Because when computers are smart, they'll do many of our routines. What they can't do is the non-machine routines, the human routines. And that's what our kids need to know. That's what we need to know.
Let's move into science, technology, engineering, mathematics, like we have for a long time. But we must add what I call hacky: humanity, ethics, creativity, imagination. It's part of my book, Technology versus Humanity. You can read it up there. But basically, it's the two things coming together, not just one of them, to make complete human beings, awesome human beings, as I like to say. The percentage of human-only tasks, the things that we do because we're human, it's going up rapidly already. I think it's going to go to 98% or so, basically, in the very near future. The things that we do because we have to do them: judgment, negotiation, observation, imagination, intuition. We have to learn those things, and we have to get better at them to actually form a human-only future.
Machines are no longer stupid. I wouldn't say that they're intelligent, because intelligence implies consciousness, agency. If you work like a robot will take your job. Well, it's not new, is it? But it's brutal now. Think about that 10 years from now. We have to be the opposite.
Resist the cognitive outsourcing, this abdication. Oh yeah, my agent will take care of this. Yeah. No, it won't, because it does not know who you really are and what you really want. It doesn't care about values. It has no ethics. It has no understanding. It has no context. It has no compassion, and it does not care. The narrative of the future is a human narrative supported by technology. It's not a technology narrative with humans being the bystanders. It's a whole different story.
Organisms are not algorithms, as many people are saying. I think that's the most ridiculous statement you can imagine. And if we are algorithms, we have no idea how that actually works. The other part is, of course, logic alone is not enough. It's about the narrative. You know what humans really like? Experiences, relationships, narratives, stories. That's why the most progressive countries in the world have a story. They have a narrative. They have a strong leader. Well, real life is beyond data. Algorithms know the value of everything, but the feeling of nothing. There can be no story without emotions. Humans aren't machines, so we need to keep the human inside. We need to protect what makes us human, and we need to have organizations that help us do this. Very important principle with AI, keep the human in the loop. Make sure that the human is still in charge, that the AI is not running away by itself. Embrace technology, but don't become it. Because when you become technology, you're a commodity. Stay human, stay creative. Thanks very much for listening.